Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer from English with Jennifer. Let's start with a quiz to review some of the phrasal verbs we covered in earlier lessons. Ready? I'll ask you 10 questions. 1. When you pick up a new word or phrase, does that mean you learn it directly from a clear explanation or indirectly from context? Indirectly. 2. If a problem comes up, does that mean it happens, it gets worse, or it ends? It happens. It arises. 3. Does going out of business mean that sales have been really good or sales have been really bad? Sales have been really bad. To go out of business means you stop operating because you can't run your business anymore. 4. Before I film a new video, do I set up my equipment or turn out my equipment? I set it up. I assemble everything and I get it ready for use. 5. If you take on responsibility, does that mean you accept it or reject it? You accept it. Taking something on means you handle it. 6. In one of my live streams, I shared an original story. I wrote it. So did I give it up or make it up? I made it up. I created the story. I used my imagination. 7. If you figure something out, does it confuse you or do you understand it? You understand it. To figure out a problem means you arrive at the answer. 8. When you take out money from your bank account, is that a withdrawal or a deposit? A withdrawal. To take something out means you obtain it, you get it. 9. If crime goes down in a city, is that good or bad? It's good. It means the number of crimes decreased. 10. If you take a day off from work, does that mean you work more or less? Less. When you take a day off from work, you spend time away from your job so you can relax or do something else. How did you do? Let me remind you what's important. Your success with phrasal verbs comes down to one thing: practice. I'm not saying how much you practice decides everything. I'm saying how you practice is a key factor. You can study long lists of phrasal verbs and work with flashcards for 20 or 30 minutes every day. That doesn't mean you'll actually be ready to understand and use those phrasal verbs in real-life situations. It's better to focus on a short list of phrasal verbs and then make time to review. That's why I'm presenting only 3 phrasal verbs at a time. Go ahead and make flashcards if that study tool works for you, but don't just memorize definitions. Take the time to learn the possible meanings of a single phrasal verb and the grammar it requires. Is the phrasal verb transitive or intransitive? Meaning, does it take an object? If it takes an object, is it separable? Lastly, pay attention to the context or contexts in which a phrasal verb is used. Your accuracy with phrasal verbs will go up if you understand when it's appropriate to use them. Right now, it's time to learn 3 of the most common phrasal verbs in English. Come down, go ahead, go up. Come down is an intransitive phrasal verb. The simple meaning is to move from a higher place to a lower one. Or it could be a geographical location, moving from north to south. The rain came down hard last night, meaning it poured down from the sky. Our friends came down from Montreal to visit us. They visit Boston once a year. Another common intransitive meaning of this phrasal verb is similar to go down. In 2020, gas prices in the US went down. People were happy. Then the prices went up in 2021. The question is, will the prices come down again? Will they decrease? When we use come down to, we need an object. Like this, the phrasal verb isn't separable. But what does it mean? Think of politics and elections. People listen to views, policies, and promises, but often it comes down to whether voters like a candidate or not.
So it comes down to character.
If an election comes down to character, does that mean that character is one of many factors, or character is the deciding factor? The deciding factor. When it comes down to something, that something is what's most important. We're reducing a complex matter to the most essential thing. In conversation, you may hear a pronoun used and then a longer explanation. It comes down to this.
Well, it comes down to this. You want to be human in the eyes of the law.
We also use when it comes down to it as a way to focus a statement on what's most essential. Answer this question in the comments. When it comes down to it, what do you want out of life? Or when it comes down to it, what do you want most out of life? Go ahead is intransitive. What does it mean?
Go ahead. Okay, I'll see you down there.
Is the older man, the father, telling his son to wait or go without him? Go without him. Go ahead means proceed. Go ahead can mean to proceed to a place. You don't wait for someone. It's often said to give permission to someone to leave you behind. Go ahead without me. Go ahead, I'll see you later. A variation is, you go on ahead, I'll come a bit later. Go ahead can be said as an invitation or permission to do something.
Take a look, go ahead, don't be shy.
Go ahead, don't be shy. Go ahead, help yourself. Please do, go right ahead. These are all things we might say in conversation. By the way, you may know Clint Eastwood's famous line with this phrasal verb. If you do, put it in the comments. Note that we can tag on another verb to say what you actually do. For example, go ahead and choose. Go ahead and ask. Here's a question. If your friend is away from the table when it's time to order at a restaurant, would you go ahead and order for them? Tell me your answer in the comments. Go up is intransitive, and it means to rise or increase. We already saw one example when I talked about gas prices. In 2020, gas prices went down, then they went up in 2021. What else can go up? The unemployment rate, productivity, approval ratings, customer satisfaction. Go up can also mean that you physically move upwards. Here's a question. Would you go up 3 flights of stairs or use the elevator if one were available? Tell me in the comments. Another common meaning of go up in everyday spoken English is to approach. You can go up to a movie star and ask for an autograph. You can go up to a digital kiosk and use the touch screen to order food in some restaurants. Notice how we use the preposition to. Go up to someone, go up to something. Here's a final meaning I'll share. A cheer went up from the crowd. What do you think happened, and why? If a cheer or chant goes up from a group or crowd of people, it arises, it builds, and then it's shouted. A cheer goes up after a goal at a sports game, or when the band takes the stage and performs their first song. In this lesson, we studied the phrasal verbs come down, go ahead, and go up. So go ahead and review as needed. I'll continue to add more lessons, and hopefully the series will go up to number 150 on the list of the most common phrasal verbs in English. It all comes down to time, and I don't have much of that, but I'll continue to do my best. Will you do the same? I hope so. Please like the video if you found the lesson useful. As always, thanks for watching, and happy studies!
Hey everyone, did you know that you can join and become my YouTube member? It's only $1 a month. You get practice tasks 2 times a week, as well as an exclusive playlist of recorded live streams and all my audio gifts on Emojam. I'd like to say a special thank you to 2 kind-hearted patrons. Mayela and Mocha pledged $2 a month. Thank you! Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Why not join me on Patreon? And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.